Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I'm Connor O'Reilly, and today we got little bro Cole Redolin here with us to showcase Pickard Park for the Discmania Challenge presented by True Bank. Here in Des Moines, they've always done great things with this event, and every year it gets better. Cole, you've been here for a couple days. What are you liking about this year's changes?
I'm loving what they did to add separation to the course. They've tightened up some OBs, changed no tee pads or pin placements, I believe.
Hole one's the only tee pad, I think.
Yeah, hole one's the only 2-pad, yeah. So I love that they're keeping the course the same, just changing those OB lines to add some more separation, which means more errant shots are going to get punished with strokes being penalized. So it's great changes, yeah.
Des Moines and Pickard have always been great. They have the long link style out of bounds with the long grass that looks great visually. There's good elevation change out here. We have water carries, a lot of drama for the players and fans. Let's check it out, and don't forget to check out that back nine over at OTB.
Yes, sir. Hole one at the Discmania Challenge is a new tee pad position, adding a double mando in the middle of the fairway. You want to make sure you get far enough in the landing zone to be able to run the green. There's a new hazard right in front of the basket, so that's going to play with some people's heads, I think. But yeah, 760 feet. You're going to throw an overstable distance driver through the gap, and then you'll have hopefully a pretty easy hyzer approach from there.
I don't know about you, Cole, but Pickard's been one of my favorites for a while, and we keep seeing good changes every year too.
I agree.
They moved this tee box up and left about 50 feet on like a 45-degree angle, so forcing you through the gap this year. No more wide hyzers. And yeah, I really like the hazard that they added there as well.
Yeah.
Now you got to throw 2 good shots to birdie and make more of a decision.
Totally.
The bugs out here are pretty wild though. The flies are pissing me off.
Yeah, oh, 100%.
They were tough.
Buzzing my head like crazy.
Yeah. About 330 to the wooded mound there. That's really your obstacle to beat coming in. New hazard on the left, like we mentioned. Do I throw the forehand, Cole? I don't know. I'm debating. We got tailwind. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna bust out the forehand. Kind of been nursing the forehand for a couple weeks, but it feels good to throw it pain-free again.
Yeah, that looks great, dude.
And yeah, good tool.
Yeah.
Good tool coming into this green if you're far enough off the tee.
Absolutely. One thing I like about this upshot now is often landing out here, I just want to get it around the trees, but now that the hole is pushed more left, you actually have a better angle on the second shot. So I'm just going to commit to it on that left side on hyzer.
Yeah, the tee's left, and it's also like 50 feet ahead, so it kind of puts you in the landing zone of a really good shot from the old tee.
Yep, and that should be perfect.
Money ball.
95% of the takes that he has, I'm down for it.
He's got the experience now too, so it's like...
Totally.
All right, got the birdie to start. Line frame, that's how we like it. I hate when people have 16 ounces your smallest drink. It's like, dude, I want this 12. I don't want to have a whole milk drink to start the day.
I know, yeah. Yeah, they load it with milk too.
Oh, 2 shots for 16 ounces? It's like, you can't even taste the coffee. Hole 2, par 4. Not many changes other than maybe they brought the out of bounds in just a touch there on the long side. You got to play a stretching hyzer off the tee, setting yourself up for some kind of forehand or backhand option on the approach. Flip-flop win from hole 1. Kind of a head left to right here. Should hold the disc slightly straight off the tee. You want to get flat for a little bit, but not too long.
So good.
Yeah, that's in the center.
That's prime position. Especially with that OB tucked in. I'm gonna go with my overstable hyper cane. Try to throw it a little higher.
Pickard Park really is the poster child for why you need long and short grass cuts on your open style courses. It really just creates beautiful visuals, and
Almost found the OB there.
yeah, Cole a little strong there.
It's kind of far away. I like that backhand route, but it's a kind of a 2-angle shot. I want to fade into the hillside. I think I'm gonna throw the same green force I did on the first.
I'm lasering 385 from here.
385?
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
Yeah, that's the key. Maintain hyzer or keep some height
No.
on that approach. Ooh.
I honestly didn't expect that to flip up and turn over. A little bit of headwind maybe. I'm gonna throw that back in.
Yeah, this one's a real 2-option approach. Sometimes you can let the wind decide for you.
Wow, that's a lot higher ceiling than I thought.
Yeah, it's groomed up pretty nice.
Yeah.
I got about 340 in here. I also have both options. I'm gonna elect for the backhand just to kind of save the forehand for the tourney when I really need it. And play a raptor in, it's kind of flat to fade. Oh, come on, Raptor, be a Raptor. What a decent tree kick right there, you guys. I got a chance. Long one.
90 feet. Didn't have the juice.
Most people dream of putting that far up the hill. I got about 62 feet, 61 feet into that headwind. Way too flat, y'all.
Oh.
It's been about 5 inches of rain on this property the last couple of days, so conditions are a little muddy. Gonna be some disc maintenance after the shots today. Holes 1 and 2 play kind of similar in a way, although they're different in elevation change, but the nice thing about them, you can warm up the forehand and the backhand on them.
Totally. Two very differently shaped holes, but the first and second shot are the same.
Yeah. The work they do out here at Pickard is so nice, and we now have like the bench seating. Got the world's best U-Disc banner hanging out with us here on hole 3. And this hole's really matured into quite a good one.
All right. We're here on the par 3 third, 320 feet, down a pretty tight tunnel, and then it kind of sharp turn off to the right down at the bottom. There's some water about 30 feet to the right side of the basket. So you want to keep this one low, get into the ground pretty quickly. If you leak it too high, it could have a chance to get over to that water. I think the play for most people is going to be an understable putter or mid-range turnover or a pretty overstable forehand. So I'm going to be going with my avalanche, trying to hammer it at those back trees.
Smooth forehand from Cole. Skip in. Woo.
We'll see, actually. That skipped pretty far right. So I'm hoping that doesn't get a roll and end up in the water.
This one used to have a few too many trees, but now it's just so clean and playing so well. I love it. But like Cole said, you want to get it low. A lot of players kind of aim at the dirt patch you guys can see over there on the far hill just to get that check skip. I'm going to go Luna, play the backhand line. Uh-oh. A little inside there.
Oh? Oh, hit a tree.
All right, I kicked right, but I heard it plop on solid ground, I believe.
I'm gonna try that backhand route.
And I'm gonna try the forehand route. Now that my forehand's feeling better.
Ah, I missed my season, boy. My last one would have turned.
See if the OTB color shift zone will be
Oh yeah.
a good one here to avoid going long.
A little high.
Yeah. You hear that?
Yeah.
I think I made it.
Your zone is parked.
The zone's parked?
Yeah.
I might have to try the zone out. I'll play out this Luna over here. Right in front of you guys. Probably should have moved the camera there. But we're gonna play it, you know? Create tough practice conditions so it's easier in the tournament. Is yours dry?
All right, mine's dry.
Okay.
They're keeping this grass pretty thick right here.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know if they're planning on cutting it again, but thankfully it's playing grabby.
Yeah, I put my camera in the way on the upshot, but I didn't feel like moving it, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
A little wind off the water. Oh my god. That was so close.
Yup.
Zone was parked, you guys. I might have to play that. It feels like the perfect disc for this shot. Luna's fun, but we're here to birdie. So, play the percentage. The legendary hole 4. Big water carry 472 to the MPO basket, straight ahead. Under those big trees. And every year these trees grow up a little bit in front of us. Kind of shaping the line you gotta take.
Fun fact is they were even so tall they actually chopped them down so that you could see the basket.
That's
Last week I couldn't even see the basket.
That's a good call, because
Yeah.
I think, yeah, being able to see it's nice here.
Very much appreciate that move.
Shout out to the crew out here. Got a headwind today, makes it a little tough. And actually me and Cole are doing a CTP. Since it's a hot, sweaty day,
Oh no.
the loser's gonna have to wear this NBA headband for at least the rest of the front 9.
No way.
So that's what we got in the line here. I got
You
a
already
Halo.
know this is parked. I ain't doing that.
I got a Halo Boss for the stable option into the headwind, and so I think I'm gonna take that. This one's gonna play tough in this wind direction. Gonna take a good angle and good speed.
Of course. Of course.
Did I just throw ace, you guys?
Oh my
Go.
gosh.
Oh, all right. Cole loves the NBA though. You know, he loves basketball, and he's getting a little sweaty, so he's gonna have to put it inside of 15
I
feet.
freaking knew it, dude. I absolutely knew it. Oh my gosh. Why can't that be 2 feet shorter OB? All right. Well, not over yet. You got a turn.
It's a safe shot, you guys. It's a decent golf shot, but yeah, it looks like Cole
CTP,
parked
the FPO basket.
Whoops. We said the gold one. We called it.
You gotta be kidding me. Try one more. I'm actually gonna try this force now.
I promised I washed it, Cole.
Okay, that's good.
You can smell it if you want. Oh yeah, a little better. This headwind's tricky. You gotta get a little stretch, but it's scary. There you go, bud.
All right. It doesn't smell terrible.
It's clean.
It is Nike.
Nike and NBA, so
Honor of the Thunder taking down Game 7.
Shout out. Strong team all season. They deserved it.
Yep. Maybe should I wear it a little higher on the hair?
I think so, yeah.
Does that look better?
Action there, get a little fluffing on.
Show the sunroof in front. All right, I think we're good to go. Awesome. All right, if I make this putt and Connor misses his, he gets the headband.
Deal.
You gotta drop. I never had
a
chance, dude.
Oh, it's rolling. Oh no, are you kidding me? No way.
Is this game?
Bro, there's no, that was a meme-worthy rollout.
What is this game, dude? I got stuck with a headband and I got the worst rollout of bounds.
You see that rollout?
It's the slowest rollout ever.
Oh
my
no.
Goodness.
Wow. You hate to love to see it, y'all.
I'm so proud of that start too. I mean, I was chilling. And that.
Cole was rolling. And then he continued to, I guess. But
Unbelievable.
oh my god.
Oh.
That's what I get for talking.
Karma. You ever heard of karma?
That's what I get. Literal karma. Oh my god. Wow, you guys. You hate to see it, tell you the truth.
That thing took off, dude.
A gentle reminder to be humble in victory and in defeat, you guys. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And yeah, not only is this hole a great physical shot, but mentally the green creates a good challenge. And you got everyone, the hive here waiting, not only for you to birdie this one, but for you to ace the next hole. You're always great energy in this stretch of the course.
Ready for it after my double bogey. All right, headband man here on the 5th hole, 330 feet. Yeah, this is the signature hole out here at the Discmania Challenge. It's really just what you gotta do to put it on the island, 330 feet away. I usually go back in on this hole. However, there's a bushy tree growing up a lot shorter. And I think this year we're gonna go with the forehand.
What a forehand guy.
Yeah.
Taking the clean route.
We're growing up, man. We're growing up. Just gotta pop this thing on some hyzer and it's parked.
We got this new floating basket out here. Cole might have just rung it up, you guys. Oh!
Never had a chance. That was cool though.
Yeah, I'm a backhand guy here. I'm also gonna play 9-speed, go with the Pioneer. This guy got me my first ever tourney ace, so I feel like it's got that juju on it now. And it's
100%.
You know, anytime I'm throwing that 330 range, and I got the chance to kind of just drop a little stall hyzer on it. Absolutely didn't drop a stall hyzer, but it's fine.
No.
That's there all day.
Wow, that's so lucky.
That's there all day.
So lucky.
Caught the little tailwind booster.
He threw that so bad.
I did throw it awful.
All right, we're gonna throw the backhand just because that's the shot I want to throw, but I won't. That did not flip.
Yeah, I feel like we feel the wind off the tee here early, but there's a pretty thick tree line that our disc is flying into most of this. Like, all right, I'm going Envy.
Oh, that's a buttery flight.
Drop, buddy.
Come on. Oh, what is that?
Just short.
What
dang.
is that? Turn.
All right, I gotta go one more with the Luna, just for funsies.
I wanted your envy to go in so bad.
I know, it looked so good for so long.
Yeah. All right.
We're dry.
At least I have a close birdie putt. I'm changing what the headband represents today. Thunder, yeah, cool, whatever. Shea, MVP, good job for him. But poor Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, let's be honest. What a terrible way to go. Injury's never what you want. And third torn Achilles in the playoffs is pretty crazy. So, yeah, shout out Tyrese. That's tough, man.
Take care of your calf muscles. I've had some tight calves at time this year, and if you don't maintain them and you let the calves get too tight, it's going to compensate somewhere else on your body.
Absolutely.
All right, with my disc flip, I'm just inside or outside, one of the two. Oh, I should get my relief. Maybe I get something. Let's see. Yeah, my stance felt a little crowded there, so with my relief, you're always inside the circle here, I guess. It's crazy how still it feels right here, and how windy it felt a couple seconds ago up on the tee. Cole hates that I snuck it in left side there, but yeah,
Here's there jabbering about needed his extra 2 inches from the wall, and who knows, maybe that was the ticket to making the putt.
You know, I'm a long guy with a long stance.
Hey, if he didn't take those 2 inches, it would have been left.
That's true. That's why you always take the time, you guys, to understand the rules of the game and use them to your comfort. Legally.
1 birdie, par, 1 birdie.
I'm 1 down with a bogey.
Bogey, 1 birdie. I'm 2 down with a bogey.
Oh, it's my hole here.
It's your hole.
You throwing mid-range or fairway here?
I'm
You're
actually
a
going forehand this year.
Okay.
Dude, I've gone backhand 3 years in a row, and I'm always due to go OB left at least once. So this year we're just chucking a forehand out there.
All right, hole 6. As you can tell, there's a backhand and forehand option. That goes for a lot of the tee shots on this course. You can kind of find your rhythm play. I'm going to stick with the backhand. 633 feet. This one's all about being inbounds off the tee. If you can hug that left side out of bounds, you're going to have a better angle entering this dog leg, sharp little entry to the green that you have. I'm going to go beat up Explorer. Let it drift to the right. Try to make this upshot a little shorter. Uh-oh, that's a little turn. The good thing is it's going to cut a little bit left because it was so turned, and we're all good.
Play the cut roll, guys. Super
Honestly,
smart.
Maybe I'll just play a roller after seeing that.
Super smart.
I don't hate the roller now.
Yeah, one thing I really like to do on tour is look at the total distance of the hole and kind of break it up into 2 shots. So the reason I'm going forehand is not necessarily because I can't throw it 400 or 500 feet down this fairway with a perfectly thrown backhand, but it's a smarter shot, and as long as I bite off at least 300 feet, I should be able to throw another 300-foot sidearm in there. So I'm just going to throw this force. A little bit flat.
Yeah, and if he throws this tee shot right, he should kind of be able to throw the same exact shot like he was saying.
Very, very much so.
I'm going to try one with the MD3 just to see maybe if a mid-range is more controllable. Not trying to get as greedy. Both were super safe.
The thing is, I love that mid-range play because you can commit to it lower and harder.
Yeah.
And you just won't get to the OB as easily as that fairway driver could.
Yeah. I'm back here.
Oh, that's where you were.
Okay. We got headwind coming off the left a little bit in this approach. I'm going to hang the Nuco S forehand out. Let the wind swing it back late. Also make sure to give it some height to avoid that OB long. No height, but honestly I think I chose the right disc anyways.
Actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be a little straight maybe, but.
About C1 edge probably.
Yep. All right.
We'll get you a little wider angle for Cole's shot. He just shape-shifted through the corner.
I think so. All right, I'll take that.
I do love some of the little 5-10 year plan changes they have, like planting these cedar trees that are going to create a nice like visual of the back wall here over time. Every year there's just those little changes and that love put in that continues to keep Pickard Park in that most players top, honestly, probably 5 or 10 courses.
Absolutely. It's in my top 5 for sure.
Oh, I wanted it so bad, y'all. Should have just done regular stance probably, but it's okay. I wanted to test out the jumper.
All right, I got nothing, bruh. I could do a little sneaky anhyzer. I could kind of drop a hyzer on it. What do you think?
Let's see, let's give him a catch cam. See what we think the best line is.
What should we do? Should we do this one?
Ooh, I like the gap.
Oh my gosh, so bad.
Oh no.
I don't know if that was worth it. Let's just see what happens.
Sometimes the game reminds us that
It's, you know.
it is fun to be boring too. In its own weird way.
That's brutal.
No, making the highlight in practice though, I feel like is always worth the stretch.
100%.
Come turning time, have fun and be boring, but
You just gotta know the boring shot after practice. That's the
yep.
primary goal.
And one. This is probably the least intrusive lie I can take. No, we'll go with squat put. Old school Nico LaCastro. Oh, I tried to go like extreme nose angle, which probably was a bad call for my score, but like I said, we're having fun out here.
Oh
But
no.
like I said, it's not fun to miss. So.
Oh no.
I stole his chains.
That's terrible.
All right, next hole. Next hole mentality.
Pretty lame bogeys.
Next shot. Next hole.
Another island hole. Is it playing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another island hole here at Pickard. Something I love about this course is all of the separation that is so possible. A lot of holes are these very birdieable and very bogeyable, which creates a lot of good separation. 345 feet to an elevated green. It's a mulched green shaped like a hexagon. So yeah, the play is going to be a big forehand out to the left, or you can kind of flex a backhand over. I'm going to go backhand, helps get the distance as much as possible. A little bit easier on the body to shape the backhand.
His tee's a little short, so I feel like it's always kind of been part of the challenge of this hole. That's a money ball. Ooh.
And that is parked.
On the first layer of cake? Okay.
Oh,
And separation, the word Cole talked about, it's like a big buzzword in disc golf. And as a player, you want it because you want ugly to bad to good to great to perfect separation on any course in terms of how you're playing on each hole. And as a fan, you want it because it creates that drama. I'm going PD, looking to match Cole's vapor trails.
that was a great shape.
A little bit higher out of hand for me. And
Wow.
didn't get up on the cake, so I'm not as cool as Cole.
2 bullseyes.
Either way though, money balls. Cole done it better, y'all. But you'll take 4 and 8 feet as your drives.
Was it Climber that said the best putter's your driver?
I mean,
We're
it
so
is true.
close.
You can keep the stress off your game for sure throwing good drives.
Yes, sir.
Hole 8, the measuring stick hole, if you will. 580 downhill. It's going to be attackable for the 2, but it takes a pretty perfect drive out of a distance driver. Unless you're Simon and you're playing that big Simon line roller that he presented to us last year. I don't think many other players are going to follow suit, and I even love rollers, but no, it's not it. I'm going to go nuke. We have a left to right headwind, which is not super common here, but a pretty predictable wind.
That's a great angle.
If that nuke will fight out, which it will.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, that'll play.
Yep.
Nice and direct. I didn't want to
Solid
flirt with the
drive.
big line there.
So always plays a little further than I think. I get to like 40 to 50 feet
Yeah.
most times. So I'm gonna play this one as far as I can.
Oh yeah.
That's still gonna be a little short.
Might get to pin high left.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Close.
Circle's edge.
I feel like people gave the hay bales crap at first when they first were used, but I like them. I think as much as you can create different visuals and even a silly little obstacle here and there. Plus, you're already mowing the grass and creating the hay bale, so might as well leave it.
They look great.
Cole giving me a hard time for my old man arm over here. Nah, I'm gonna blame the headwind. Fade. Conservative. That was a scared bid. I don't know, you might have to keep the headband on.
You're on the par 3 9th, 305 feet straight up this hill. It's blind over the hill. You want to move a little bit to the right, but not too far. It's very tight, out of bounds, wrapping around the circle's edge behind the basket. So you want to take your straightest mid-range or throw a forehand out there to the left and dump it on the basket. I think I'm going to be going mid-range this year. It'll keep the left to right movement a lot so out of play.
And this one has such a steep rise here.
Oh, that held the angle. That's OB. Shoot.
It might be.
I thought that would come back a little bit.
From the back of the tee here, there's a big tree you can see in the distance, and the basket's kind of on the left edge of that, and that's your visual. I'm gonna try MD3. I might go Athena, but my Athena's out there on the course somewhere, so we'll try MD3. I do like what Cole's saying about the mid-range not needing as much space, holding that line. That was a good line.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try a quake now, something more overstable. I like to hit that flat with a little bit of anhyzer going up the hill. So, see if we can get some fade backwards.
This is one of those older tees, and it's definitely playing pretty slippery right now, I gotta say.
I also can't freaking throw.
We might need a power washer out here. Pretty steep area. And I feel like the out of bounds line kind of used to just come straight through here. They brought it in a little bit. And this hole is definitely gonna be a little bit trickier because of it. All right, got a C2 look at the last birdie of the front nine. Oh,
I messed this up pretty bad. I'm in bounds. Oh.
all right, that's it for the front nine. Cole's relieved of his headband duties, even though, I don't know, he might want to keep it on. It's pretty sweaty out here in Des Moines. And we'll see you guys in the back nine over at OTB Discs YouTube channel. If you watch this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment. What was your favorite shot? Which disc of mine or Cole's do you want to go buy at otbdisc.com right now? Those kind of things.